people joining so quickly? Chillax, chillax. There's a time and place for everything, guys.
Can you keep up?
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Your call. I'm ready.
Key 1. Lene. Arena. This shit's maxed out. Oh, Lene. Lene. Okay, Lene. Let me check her skill priority. Because I don't want to read kids. I'm good, man. I'm good. Reslib. Okay. How was your day? It's been a day. For sure. It's for sure been a day. Any gooning to Gathering Wives characters is an L goon? What the fuck? What's this discrimination? That was a long goon sesh? Nah. A true master takes his time to perfect his craft.
Got a long bucket list. Good thing I've got time to check every box.
Bro. Between you and Sino, who do you think is the better gooner? Me, for sure.
Let's not linger.
Well, actually, he's more intelligible, right? He's more of an intelligent gooner. I'm more of like an animal. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between us.
Keep up.
How do you summon the bike like that? What, this? I just press T. I think there's two different ones. So there's this one that summons the bike, and then yeah, there's this one that insta puts you on the bike. Oh. Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. 2 live streams in a day. Trust me, I didn't want to live stream, okay? The problem is I'm trying my absolute hardest, like the last few days, to stay up way longer than I usually do to fix my sleep schedule. But like today, I'm not reading any manhwa or watching any anime. So I was like, what the fuck can I do to distract myself from falling asleep early? And I came to the realization that I can live stream. So this is like a forced live stream. Do you ever sleep? I'm purposely not sleeping that much because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule.
Let's not linger.
Like I'm currently waking up at fucking like 2 or 3 in the morning. Getting double the slop in one day. W, man, W. Did you get more nigh? Well, I did get a super early 5-star on the last stream, but it was an encore. So not exactly what I was hoping for. Uh Saint Contaz called the most valuable 5-star. Maybe you can critique that video. I am good, dude. I am good. This entire like thing, I've made enough posts on it. I've made enough videos on it. It's like talking to a wall, dude. Oh, I already did it without even copying it. I mean, like, I can understand why someone would really like You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand it. Damage number, right? Like, what is the number one thing that catches people's eyes in this game? In any gacha game? Damage number. So it's like, yeah. She buff, she heal, she damage. That's enough for people to say that's the most valuable unit. 4-star? Buling. Oh, like I'm never gonna use a Tao Chi, man. Never. Wait, that's a free pull. That's a free pull. One step closer. One step closer. 5-star. Fuck. I hate Wua's pull animation because at the very beginning, there's like this like small hue of gold slash yellow that trips you off, and then it just goes straight to like white.
Onward.
I almost beat plight mode in HSR. But I think I'm being held back by my builds. Yeah, that happens. I'm a whale and I don't have bullying. Dude, she's expensive, man. Oh yeah, boss. She is expensive. Maybe they like secretly lowered the drop rates of bullying so people wouldn't be able to abuse her in Weewa. Conspiracy theory? Oh. I'm a genius. First try, thank you, thank you. Do you see that they're letting you choose echo sets when crafting now? Yeah, I saw that. That's really nice. I forgot to post about that. Now when you do like the batch merging thing, you can put the set you actually want echoes from and they'll give it to you, which is like so much better. Like they like this kind of accomplishes what the boxes like what people wanted the boxes to do, right? Like the elusive realm ones, but they break them. But with this new thing, you can just batch merge your old useless echoes and instantly get a ton from a set you specifically want, which is like really nice. How many attempts do you think you need against Millennia? 10. Oh yeah, male rover's skin is genuine cheeks. Like it's somehow a downgrade. I don't understand like if you look at Kuro's collab arts where they give characters like very unique outfits, they go so hard. Like they're really good. But whenever they do a skin for anyone not named Jin Shi in this game, it fucking blows. It's really sad.
Let's not linger.
Hoyo's the exact same. Does Hoyo even have a skin? Other than like free March 7th? Like, does any. Oh, Firefly. Yeah, I forgot. Firefly. Ugh. And then I guess Genshin too. I've heard Genshin skins are pretty chopped. give us a Camellia skin. By the time we get a Camellia skin, it'll be like 4 or 5 point X. Actually, no, she's just never getting a skin. There's no point in even me trying to pretend she is. Nah, so they. Mm. Hello there, good sir. Hello, human. Hello. Welcome to my territory. Okay. Now that I've let the viewers marinate a little bit, Ameth is nearly at 2.3. Oh, my agenda wins, man. My agenda fucking wins. Let's go. .3. She's at nearly 2.3 mil DPR. Because Chem forgot to calc Hivatia, which is Linnea's 4 cost. That gives the incoming resonator 10% damage bonus. So she went from like equivalent to Cart to stronger than Cart by a little bit. If it weren't for the damn Sig nerf, oh my god, dude. If the Sig didn't get nerfed with the Fusion Res Shred, she'd be at like 2.4. Oh, I'm getting cucked by these devs. They're literally cucking my prediction from coming true. That's 2x rupture. We don't know how feasible that is. I mean, according to Chem, it sounded like really easily doable. Maybe not easily, but like Chem was asked the same question. He said it didn't really fucking matter. Like it should be very doable, which makes sense. Like I've seen I've seen Calcharo and a bunch of other characters get like 2 ruptures in like 25 to 30 seconds consistently. Ugh. Does your Prolova do more damage than your Q1? If I had Kanta, probably. Well, yeah, uni, but I still think like 2x rupture would be completely fine for like a 25 to 30 second rotation. And then if you don't include 2x rupture, it's like what is it? If you don't include 2x rupture, it's like cart level with Chisa. Do we know if Chisa, Linne, and Ameth works? Yeah, it works. I know it works. It's not best in slot, but it works. It works well too. Like late 2.x main DPS level. Think of like Augusta, Galbraina. Like it's good. You think the people who got E2 Phanon on rerun are eating? Yeah. Especially since Sparksy isn't even stronger than the Amphorius DPSs. It's even better that people got it. Because now E2 Phanon has significantly more value for longer. Luke is also back over 2. Yeah, it was both characters. Kem said both characters he forgot to count Cavatia's damage bonus. So Luke also went up a little bit. He's now back in the 2 milli plus range. How does SK, Lene, and Amy rank among Amy teams? It's like the exact same as Chisa, Lene, and Ameth, which I answered to Sino earlier. They're like the exact same ballpark currently. When it comes to the third slot, even though it's worse, you can use both Chisa and SK for Amy, and it works completely fine. Surely that also means he is that good with Sanhua. Please tell me Luke has a good double intro. Apparently, Bronte, like the current double intro rotation, like it isn't even confirmed if it's like possible or like realistic for the majority of the player base. So it's looking a little scuffed right now. I'm not gonna lie. There is cope. True, true, true. There is cope. Got 4.3k in Weibo with card alone. Nice. It's second best to Mornai, Lene, Amy. Yeah, I believe so. Like around there. Do you still play the Bleach game? Yeah, I play it every day. I play Bleach Soul Resonance more than any other gacha. Well, technically I play Woo more because I've been streaming me running around on a bike. But outside of that, I play Bleach Soul Resonance more. Did Wheeler reset already? It did. At least on C servers. Just saw chem sheets crash in real time. Too many people trying to use it. Yeah. People really want to get like a ballpark for these new DPSs. I mean, they're strong. Like, here's the thing. It goes back to what I talked about in the last video I recently made. Like, I think what's so impressive of Ameth and Luke DPS is the fact that no one on that team is Sig reliant. Like, they aren't really a cart situation where you have a broken ass buffing pistol like Chacona's, and then you have HP scaling cart, which gets a massive upgrade in her weapon. Like, they have free to play alternatives, which makes them being that strong even better. This goes against the agenda. Eat Meth does not have a free to play alternative with the weapon. She can use EOG. It isn't like Luke levels of legit less than 20% jump because he has that standard gauntlet. but I do believe her sig doesn't hit 30% range. She's like mid 20s maybe, which is like not bad. I'd say that's on the better side of Wuwa sigs. It's mainly because they removed the 6% fusion res shred. Before, it definitely would have been like 30 plus percent. According to Riley, it's 22%. Yeah, there you go. That's actually close to Luke's. Luke's is 19% better than standard. The thing is, Bronte, the defense ignore only applies to res lib damage. And from what I've seen in calcs, even though she is majorly res lib damage, like there's another 35% in her kit that isn't. So technically speaking, the defense ignore stacking isn't as good as I originally thought. Like, for example, Luke actually is like almost pure basic attack damage. Like, I saw the damage distribution on Chem's thing. It's like 90 plus percent BA damage. We don't know Silver Palace's gotcha system right now. There was none in CBT. Otherwise, I would have made a video on it. Is Shakona's weapon really that good? I heard other gotcha CC say it's mid. Any gotcha CC who said Shakona's weapon is mid is dumb. And there's no other way for me to sugarcoat it. You don't even need another arrow erosion person on the team. So long as you have Chakona and you have her inflicting arrow erosion from her ult, enemies' arrow res will be decreased by 10%, which alone is about a 12% DPS increase. It's like the best buffing sub DPS weapon in the game for arrow characters. That's why when you see like you see Gion teams with like quick swap Chakona, and they're like, oh, Chakona is so good for buffing Gion. She's so good for Yuno. Like if you remove that weapon, her buffing is kind of mid. It's like heavily weapon reliant. Probably said that to farm engagement. Yeah, I'm sure he says like dumb stuff on purpose just to farm. Like, you need to understand, this is the same guy that will rant about Pridewind being a bad benchmark of character value, right? He'll say it. He'll say Gian with the expert tag is fucking Jesus himself. And then he'll say Zanny blows. Like, like, what are we doing? Like, you could give Zanny the expert tag right now, and she would be in T0 for the DPS section, probably for like half of 3.x, at least. Like, Zanny is the character that benefits the most from having a high skill ceiling. What do you think is better, intelligence or faith? I'm going with intelligence. I mean, yeah, it's like normal double standards. Like, yeah, he's gonna use Pride Win if it fits the agenda to shit on another game. Do you play from the moon? No, it's just this account is on C servers. I'm on the opposite of the planet from C. Someone showed me a clip of him saying ZZZ substat selector would lead to more HP inflation. Ooh, don't show him the updated batch merge. EOS Woowa. Because we can now target batch merges to the right set. GG's.
Let's not linger.
I mean, Gion just has like a high skill ceiling. Like, it is true. Gion is one of the few characters in the game who isn't restricted by a 25-second res lib cooldown, which is rare. Like, almost every single DPS, after like some of the early 1.x ones, is stuck to a 25-second rotation. And then Gion is one of the few ones that, if you really learn how to play him, you can milk way more damage. Um, but like if you aren't doing that, like Gion blows. Like if you're just I don't know, like the top 96, 97% player in this game, like it doesn't fucking matter. He just blows.
Good.
Does Buling even slightly work with Ameth? Zero synergy, my friend. Absolutely zero synergy. The only synergy that exists on that team is the fact that she can use Rejuvenating Glow. Collab should be 3.3. Wait, no. Collab should be 3.4, I think. Because I think Collab is after Annie. 3.3, I think, is Annie. 3.4 is Collab. I mean, I've heard it, Uni. Like, a lot of people have told me they just watch Saint because they find him funny, even if they think he's stupid. And to be honest, I used to do the same thing when I was like probably a few years back. I'd watch creators I didn't even like or, I thought were stupid just because I thought it was funny. I just don't do it anymore. Why do people downplay HSR free 5 stars? Because it doesn't fit the agenda.
Can you keep up?
From HSR players and WUA players alike, it doesn't fit the agenda of this game is impossible to clear free to play. If you start bringing up that you get a free E1 Ruan Mei, a free Archer, who is now going to be one of the top DPSs in the game with a buff Sparkle, and a Don Hung PT, who is basically the most general sustain the game has ever had, it don't fit the agenda. Because Archer needs Sparkle? True. The Archer I've been using with my Sunday for like, what? My Sunday Tribby for the last, actually since I got him, for clearing MOC, fucking bricked.
Let's not linger.
I hope Wua gives us a free Luke. Not happening. Best you can hope for is a free character on the Annie or a free character on the collab. Take it or leave it. If they make Luke free, that would be a generational play, Loki. It would be generational. But because it would be so generational, is why I'm so confident Wuo would fuck it up. They do good when people don't expect it, but when it's something people expect, I swear they always fuck it up. So for that reason, I'm saying no. No free Luke. When have we gotten anything good from them in the past year? Hey, listen, I made a promise to Kuro. I would defend them if they gave me a 10 pull for getting awarded at the Game Awards, and they did. Okay, so they gave us that 10 pull. Don't you dare speak ill of my Solon Lee. The Kurobots, they got him. What is QU1's best team? Main DPS or sub DPS? And he's also probably going to get a new team soon in 3.2. At what point do you think it's better to go for sequences instead of new characters if your name is Cartethia? Gabby Sama, thoughts on Buff Sparkle and is Branya LC good for her? It's like an occasional SP regen on ult with like ult cooldown, right? And there's like a damage buff from the person you use skill on. I mean, yeah, it'd be a good filler if you don't have either Sunday or her Lycone for sure. Would it be better than DDD played well? Uh, I don't know. Everybody glazes DDD on Sparkle.
Let's not linger.
Is it a big difference between S2 and S3? Cart and S3, yeah. S3 is her biggest sequence other than S6. No, it's S3. Like the majority of this applies to the majority of DPSs in this game. S1 and S2 are kind of stepping stones towards the S3. And Kuro does this on purpose because like the E2 bait, the E2 bait you guys might be familiar with if you watch my HSR shit and you play HSR. In this game it's the S3 because they can sell you sequences through Coral Shop. So they try to get you to go, a little longer. It's like, you may have bought 2 sequences, but now you got to pull for 1. So like for example, Augusta S0 to S2 is like 40% stronger, right? But then S3, bam, she's now like 75% stronger. I believe the same like logic applies to Fro. It applies to Cart. S3 is like the biggest one outside of S6. It applies to Luke as well, I'm pretty sure. And Ameth, upcoming. Now, Ameth sequences are currently a little undercooked, so they aren't like cart level, they aren't Prolova level, but yeah, there are a few DPSs, but rare case scenario where it's S2. And then if you look at 1.x DPSs, it's like until S6. Like 1.x DPSs sequences really blow unless it's S6. Is S3 card stronger solo than with teammates? No. It'll never be like this, no. It doesn't matter what sequence, like investment level Cartethia's at, she'll always do more damage with a full team than solo. But solo does start being able to hold its own weight really well. And I'd say the main benefit of S3 cart and like higher in the current endgame is that you can run her solo, right? So it's like, yes, I'm going into sequences, but I don't need teammates. So you can just throw her ass against anything and she'll clear, which is it's really nice.
Let's not linger.
Dang, I'm at S2 Augusta. Yeah, Augusta gets a pretty noticeable jump from S3. Most DPSs do. At least like the later ones. Like late 2.x, I think it's safe to say they all benefit massively from S3. Augusta S6 plus Plunder. Dude, I am telling you, she is crazy. Dude, Bronte, do you ever get out of Weewa Plunder? Oh my goodness. The Plunderer Demon. She has absurd stats? Yeah, I know. I don't remember when it was. Oh my god. I just remembered this shit, dude. But like someone came in my stream, donated like 30 or 40 bucks for me to clear endgame on their account and they trolled me. It was a full S6 account. And I used Agu against Weewa, I think with Plunderer, and I got like 20, no, I didn't get 20k. I got like 15k score first try. But that was like before I had Agu and I knew how to play her. Could have been way higher. Does Chisa need her weapon? No, not at all. Well, she in most case scenarios she needs her weapon to be better than like the third slot. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, for Ameth currently on the Toon Break team, she's weaker than SK without her weapon. Uh on the Cartethia team, she's just not stronger than Arrow Rover without her weapon. And then on the Zanny team, I think even with her weapon, um, what's it called? SK is the same level for the average player. No quick swap. So that's why people get Chisa's weapon. It's not that it's good. It's just that it's the only thing that can kind of put her over the other options. Or you can go for like S2, like, that would be more worth it if you bought it with corals. But don't nobody got that many corals. It's probably better to save it for DPS. Or like, S2 Lene, S1 Mornai. Like those are some really good sequences to get with coral. I can still chill with AMF and then SK, yeah. Can I still chill with... Oh, wait, no, I already read that. What do you think the AMF best in slot team will be? Well, her current Toon Break one is already done. It's Lene Mornai no matter what. Her Fusion Burst one, though, it'll just be Chisa third slot. And then, what's it called? Chisa third slot, and then the Fusion Burst sub DPS in second slot. It's that simple, really. Is it a big difference for S1 Mornai and S0? Yes. And the main thing is that, one, you need Lene on the team to activate her 40% damage bonus buff when someone Tomb Breaks. But also, two, the duration the buff is up for is only 8 seconds without her S1. So her S1, I think, gives her a little interruption resistance, which is nice considering these Lahai Roy enemies. Extends the duration of the buff to 20 seconds, which, like, that is easily a full DPS window. And it makes it so you don't need Lene. You don't need anybody to inflict, like, Toon Strain or Toon Rupture to actually activate it. That's, like, the entire hoopla with her S1. It's a really, really nice S1. It's not a must pull, though. Like, I've seen some controversy around it of people being like, oh, fucking Mornai is just trash without the S1. No. It's just that the S1 kind of makes her better than SK. What is QU1's best team as a sub DPS? Fro. Fro or Galbrena, to be honest, they do like pretty similar damage. But because Fro's higher value, and I think she scales better with sequences, I'd probably go Fro. Yeah, but Galbrena has a better weapon option, I think. Depends what you're looking for. Amos rotation is shorter than you guys think. Because apparently all those like animations, all those cutscenes you see on the screen when she's fighting are all time stop. So time does not pass. So Amos rotation isn't that long. Even though it feels that long. Like in practice, it's probably going to feel like 20 to 25 seconds. In reality, only like 12, 13 seconds would have passed. At least if you were to look at like that TOA showcase. Well, apparently that TOA showcase isn't accurate to her optimal rotation. So in her optimal rotation, she'd only have like 4 of those cutscenes, but apparently the TOA showcase did like 6. So they didn't even do it correctly. So that should be mentioned, but I agree. When I saw that showcase, I kind of realized like, dude, I'm not even playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm waiting for a 1-2 second cutscene. I can play the game for like 1 or 2 seconds, back into another cutscene. Like I'm not really fucking with that. I'm gonna be honest. I think I've changed my mind to getting Luke. Yeah, exactly, Uni. But it's like, this ain't HSR, so that's not really what I'm looking for when I play Woowa. Currently, AMS most worst sequence to get is like S3 and S6, but they are undercooked once again. Like current AMS sequences are pretty weak. The last time I've seen sequences this bad is like probably Zanny and earlier, if we're talking about DPSs. Does Amet do AoE damage? Not really, no. We were talking about this like Fusion Burst team cope thingy, where her AoE is better in her Fusion Burst team, but after lurking in Fractured Shores for a bit, brought up the topic himself and he showed like an example of the AoE when Fusion Burst explodes. It's like non existent. A Fusion Burst mode doesn't really give her more AoE, in all honesty. It's kind of bad. So I'm assuming that this more so implies what I originally believed of her negative status team will just be stronger than her Toon Break team. And that's going to be like the main thing for it. Right. The supports will be more niche, but the damage will be higher. Don't know by how much though.
Let's not linger.
Who are you planning on getting from the 4.x drip for HSR? Nihilux really interested me, but just off the name, I get the feeling they might actually shill her towards Dot. And I just have fucking nothing for Dot on my account. So, that's that might be a very unfortunate thing. Depends on what she is. But Yai is like a must pull. I have been waiting for Yai. Like, basically the same amount of time I've been waiting for Rebecca in the Cyberpunk collab. The same amount of time I've been waiting for Yai to pop up in HSR. So that's a instant grab for sure. My free to play account is pulling Buff Sparkle. My Anoxa account. I haven't gotten a new character on my Anoxa account for like over half a year at this point. Time is fucking due. Oh yeah, Blade looks really good, but it just depends on his role. Like if he's a sustain, I'll pull him. But if he's like my day, which is what I think he'll be, um, I might skip. Silver Wolf SP. Yeah, someone pointed out that she had like a mechanical tail in the drip too, which was pretty unique. But I don't know. Silver Wolf SP, I feel like got the least of a change out of all of them. So I'm not really all that interested in her. What was that community post graph for? What you mean, Luke's? I just thought it was funny. What about it? The guy getting a 45% jump from getting Lene over using Sanhua. But he's not even like negative status. I can't see the whole thing. Oh, yeah, I forgot like YouTube bugs it because it can't show the entire thing. Yeah. It's Luke Calcs for Lene versus Sanhua. You have the most weird teams, Bronte. You might be like the most unique person I've ever seen in terms of like the teams you use for tackling endgame content. What's the next food you're gonna hate on? What's a food I can hate on that I don't like? Rice. I'll hate on rice. What 10 cost? Leaker saying dot reruns in 4.0. Where the fuck is Sparkle's rerun? Where's Sparkles? You hate rice, get 'em? I hate rice by itself and with like a majority of things. But I did grow up on rice and beans, so that's something I can fuck with. But out like kind of outside of that, I don't really fuck with rice and anything. Bueno, arroz con leche, right? Rice with milk, I could fuck with. But like only those two, really. Now that I think about it, only those two. Do you think any of the 7 Drips characters will be free? My bad. I do think, and I hope, that HSR does like 1 or 2 free limited characters per version. But out of those 7 dripped ones, no. Like the best you could hope for is maybe Silverwolf SP being free. I think that would be the most likely one.
Let's not linger.
You should have one of those things that allows people to see chat on screen so people can see chat in the videos. What, you want me to become like a mainly stream creator who then uploads like clips from a VOD as YouTube videos and then milks the money? Low key, that would be taking my laziness to like a next level. Generational ideas in the chat right now. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Slowly turned into saint. Do you fuck with arroz con gris? No, I hate arroz con gris. Beans should always be separate from the rice and then added after both are heated instead of cooking them together. It is a sin that arroz con gris exists and people actually enjoy it. Ugh. I want to see your S6QU1 and Weewa. Wonder how much points it gets. What did I get last time? Like 4 point something K? There you go. What the fuck is arroz con gris? It's just rice and beans, but cooked together instead of separately. That's basically all it is. Ew. Yup, found my people. What type of beans? I don't think it matters. I don't know. I'm not a cooking enthusiast. It sounds worse than it is. Nah, it's that mid, man. It's that mid. No, I'm not Asian.
Let's not
Is
linger.
there HP inflation in the new Wiwa? Uh. Oh shit. Wait, is this the reset? I think this might be the reset with the 20% HP inflation. It's either this one or the next one, but I think it's this one. Yeah, this one might have the 20% HP inflation. No, the deers aren't in this Wiwa. The deers are in like the 3.11. We found out recently with the thing. Or like was it deers? I think it was deers, yeah. Didn't HSR MOC just reset? Yeah. I'll probably make a video of me clearing it on my free to play account. Yeah. Next Wiwa is almost entirely Electro Res. Wait, that's actually hilarious. That's literally just a nerf plunderer. There isn't even like. I mean, at max, you're like nerfing Augusta, I guess, but why? She's not even like broken or anything for Wiwa. She's good though. Gabby's eyes lit up when you mentioned Wua HP inflation. Nah, cause like I forgot. I thought this Wiwa reset was the one that didn't have any HP inflation, but I think this is the one with the 20%. I can clear it anyways. Because I have Fro and now I have Q Yuan and I can use Lene with Q. Or I could use Lene with Fro. So it's even easier than it was before. Wiwa is not an issue for me, which is nice. Prolova, holy plunderer glazer. HP inflation, my free to play game? No. But the tune break. The tune break makes up for the 20 something percent HP inflation. Tune break will save us all. Yo, Kiyuan, dude, I know you're blind, but like, come on. There we go. Wait. There we go. Show me your Wua team comp. Uh, until I get Kanta,
I'm ready.
just put my Fro with Lene SK. Right, right. And then my Kiyuan with Bortefi and Verena. Those are my two DPSs right now. And then I'll pull either Amy or Luke. Amy is stronger currently, but because Luke's sequences are way stronger and he can catch up, I'm thinking of pulling Luke. Because I'm not gonna lie, Amy gameplay, I might genuinely quit the game. Amy gameplay is like one of those things where it's like it's really cool when you first get it and you got like the recency bias, but over time it becomes like sickening. It's too flashy. You'll be stuck in animations and cutscenes more than half the time using AMF. Like, I felt like that about Phenon's Meteor, to be honest, especially with Saridra doubling them. No, yeah, I ended up, like, I also ended up eventually getting tired of Phenon's animations. Doesn't change that, still just one of the sickest of all time, dude. Phenon's animations are crazy. But, like, playing Phenon is probably one of the most boring things ever, because it's just so simple. He's just one of the most simple characters to play. And then you keep seeing the animation over and over again. Kind of loses its pizzazz. That's why I like Anoxa so much. Like, technically, Anoxa has, like, the weakest animations in the entirety of 3.x. But I find him the most fun to play and satisfying. Sakura will be the same. If Sakura gets the Cassie treatment, I think it's good. Because even though Cassie has like um animation overload and her animations are like super cool, Cassie also has like some of the most fun gameplay of any HSR character because of how much control she has over her memo sprite. So if they can make EI as fun as Cassie, then I'd say it's completely fine. I got sick of Cassie's animations more than Phenon's. I mean, technically, in a mono remembrance team, you'd probably see Cassie's animations more often, of like the summoning dragon one, and like the explosion thingy. Like that would happen more often, because now she just gets like a bajillion dragons. I still like it though. Yeah, exactly, Uni. I think currently the plan is like get Luke, throw Lene on a Luke team, run him with the standard gauntlets, then pull Kanta for my Prolova, so I can not use QU1 with my Fro, and then just run QU1 main DPS. See if the upcoming Arrow Echo skill damage dealer really likes QU1, and if they do, just slap him on there and bam. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting very lucky recently, and I think it's genuinely doable for me to do all of that since I'm a low spender and I have monthly pass. It is pretty doable. Because now I'm guaranteed for Luke. Kinarella in the Big 26, I need her. Because I can't put Kyuan on her team. It's like, if you have no Canarella and no Kyuan, and like a mainly Prolova damage dealing team, that shit just doesn't look the best. Like I could use what's it called? Like what's that team? Donjin H Rover? Like H Rover and stuff? Like that exists. She does have free to play teammate options. But they're more annoying to learn how to play. And I'm like really lazy. I just don't want to bother with learning how to play Fro. Like I don't want to bother, man. Thanks, Uni. Will you get more Nigh on rerun? For Luke, eventually, yeah, for sure. But the thing with Luke is, I really want to prioritize his sequences. At least right now with the information we have. It seems like his sequences are really juicy. And that's something I need to take advantage of. Just leave Prolova with Kiyuan. Why waste resources on Ganarella? Because this Kiyuan is S6. And as I mentioned earlier, there's a leaked arrow echo skill damage DPS in 3.2. Likely going to be stronger than Fro. And have Kiyuan as a best in slot sub. So, I'd have to put Kiyuan on that team. But also he's S6. It'd be a complete waste putting him on a Fro team when I can just use him as a main DPS for content. So it's better for me to get Kanta. Kiyuan as a sub sauce, please. Oh, you know what I meant. Honest take on Ameth. New strongest DPS for like 99% of the player base. Isn't super sig reliant, which is also really nice as compared to some of these other negative status characters. Has multiple team options for the Toon Break team, teammate options, without falling off too hard, which is also nice. To be honest, Ameth is like, she's kind of an old rounder. Her sequences aren't cart level, but like everything else about her, like she's a really good like introductory DPS if you understand where I'm getting at. No, dude, like, stop saying it's Sigrika, man. Nobody wants to put the Aura Maxer with Sigrika of all characters. Fuck. Oh my. She better have some fucking insane animations that blow me away. There's just no other way, man.
Let's not linger.
Not a fan of the design. It's just like she's the weakest link design wise from the entire like dripped cast. Like Sigrika and Lucia were easily in my bottom tier. But even Lucia, like, you know, I could kind of see maybe. But not, like, Sigrika is my least favorite, dude. It's not that she's bad, it's just that I don't think she's good. And if I don't think someone's good, I don't want to pull on them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not linger.
Rebecca would go crazy. I wish Rebecca would be best in slot for KU1. Oh, please. But that's like an insane cope. There There are better mommy characters in Wuwa like Augusta. There's a slim chance that she's not a main DPS. Well, if Sigrika isn't a main DPS, that's a good thing. That's not even like worst of all. If anything, that's best of all. If she isn't a main DPS and she's an arrow echo skill damage dealer, then that would mean she's either like duo DPS with Qyuan or she has some types of buffs. So that would be a win if anything. Or it also like, maybe she doesn't synergize with Qyuan, go fuck yourself. Like just go fuck yourself. I don't want you, so it's better if she isn't a main DPS for me. No, please don't donate. Don't donate for me playing certain games. It's never gonna happen. Never do that. Dude, I can't even play all my gacha accounts consistently in the slightest. Do you think Luke will get a best in slot that replaces Linne for basic attack? I think it's Cope and not likely. The only reason I think there's a decent chance they don't make a best in slot for Luke is because I just don't know where his best in slot fits on banner placements. Like, if anything, it'd probably have to be one of the collab characters. Because in 3.2, we're going to have that arrow echo skill person. And we have to get the fusion burst sub DPS at some point for Ameth and her NS team. So can't have it in 3.2. 3.3 is the Annie. And this is supposed to have like a Glacial character, right? So if this is the case, like there just isn't space for a Luke best in slot sub. And then now we're in 3.4 and it's the collab. So it's like I'm thinking that there's a real possibility the reason they made Linne give like 15% general damage amp and all these general buffs is so that they could compensate for Luke not having a best in slot. I'd say it's 50-50 because it is very rare for this game not to capitalize on releasing new best in slots for a DPS. Like, that is rare. But at the same time, I don't know. I just don't know where they'd fit. Oh yeah, true, Bronte. True. Hear me out, free Luke, so they make us pull for his best in slot one of the collab characters. I mean, I'd take it. Whether it be free Luke or free Rebecca, if Rebecca synergizes with him, I'd take it. I just hope Rebecca is meta at all for literally anything. That's kind of my hopes right now. I hope she's good for literally anything. And I hope her team isn't too expensive. Like, I hope she isn't tied to Lucy, for example, which honestly has a decent chance of happening. Because I do not care about Lucy. I just want Rebecca. Did you know your Luke stream is the second highest viewed stream? What, for me? Damn, that title really got people rage baited, didn't it? Dude, the power of clickbait is crazy. Imagine if I just clickbaited every single video. What are you cooking with the weapon on SK? Can't you tell? Isn't it goated? Or nah? Fusion acceleration? That's what people use when they don't have variation. Where's your variation? Not on this account. It's for plunder. uh tuners. I love me tuners. Tuners. Funnily enough, your polling for caster stream is the most popular controversy and rage bait brings the views. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because people were asking me whether or not I'd not pull Cassie or quit HSR, because like all these fake ass HSR CCs that weren't even playing the game to begin with anymore were like, what did they say? Oh yeah, global passive because of a fake leak is gonna ruin the game. You know, everything is gonna start scaling off of characters having global passives. If you don't pull Cassie, you're fucking bricked from clearing anything, right? Like the Doom dude, it was so bad. Listen, I'm not defending the global passive. That shit is garbage. It shouldn't have even been added because it's that useless. Like I agree, but dude, it did nothing. That shit did absolutely nothing. Holy blown out of proportion. Jesus.
Let's not linger.
That passive is the reason my boot hill has been zero cycling all this time. Yeah, but like that's so specific, Bronte. That's a thing though. It's like it's so specific. If you aren't someone trying to like sweatily achieve zero cycles on the brink of death, basically, you are never gonna benefit from that passive really. Like it's gonna be a very rare occurrence where you do. It's really only the sweats who like take full advantage of it for zero cycles. Passive is pretty good. It has dead ass been completely useless on my own Cassie account. Like dead ass. I don't think I've seen Cassie's global passive activate on my Cassie account since I got her. Like like I'd maybe have to, I don't know, like purposely kill myself. Like not run a sustain and then run a very poorly built Phanon. Then I'd probably die. The thing you guys need to understand is the passive is garbage. It doesn't matter if enemies do a lot of damage because it's only a one-time revive, right? And then on top of this, if an enemy is doing like a chain of attacks and on the first or second one you activate the passive, the attack right after will just kill you again. Like in 99% case scenarios, it is just useless unless you are really min-maxing zero cycles. Like that's what happens, I'd say at least 80 to 90% of the time. Someone still dies if a global passive activates unless they're doing an optimized zero cycle. Sakura will have the next global passive. I doubt it'll be anything good anyways. I don't care. If they keep making as shit passes as Cassie, it's legit just bait for casual players. Oh, free revive. Oh, free this. That barely changes anything. Must pull. If enemy gets hit first time in battle, damage is increased by 0.02%. Oh my goodness. No, Bronte. You're telling me my team can now clear one AV faster as compared to another team if I pull the eye? This game. I've had enough. Yeah, I'm not going to play Arc Knights, so I'm not going to make any videos on it or speaking on it. But I'm going to say the same thing I said before. It depends on the pull income, whether or not that system is good. Everybody keeps praising it. Everybody keeps saying it's better than WUA and HSR. And while they are right to a certain extent, if the pull count on average is significantly lower than HSR or WUA's, it's literally probably a worse system. Like, it's probably a worse system if they give less pulls, which I think a lot of people are ignoring. Because they're like, oh, it's a guaranteed at 120. Well, like, let's say, for example, in WUA, it's guaranteed 160. And then in HSR, it's guaranteed 180. Right. But the first patch pull count for Enfield is like significantly lower than like WUA ZZZ HSR. It's like 160, 170. WUA and ZZZ is like 250. And HSR's is like 210. So if you assume from just that the game has like 25% less pull income, it would already be like, it'd basically be the same as these other games, but with more bullshit. Because you don't have pity carryover, and the banners are only 2 weeks long, meaning you only have 2 weeks to hit a guarantee before your carryover disappears. And then you also have 25/75 weapons, but apparently they're grindable, which is nice. But still, the rates are pretty bad.
Let's not linger.
Mm. Imagine if Amath has a global passive. I don't think Gua will ever have global passives. They'll just keep doing what they do with exploration power creep. Like, if you guys have seen Amath's exploration, like, it just shits on everybody other character. It's not even close. What do you all think Lua could do for QOL for Annie? Maybe make character banners. I don't think they're gonna change anything limited banner related this early on in the game. Like I could see them doing it eventually, but like far into the lifespan. Like I'd say fourth or fifth year, but second year, nah. They probably aren't gonna do any changes. The best I can maybe see them doing, which I would still praise them for vastly, is a capturing radiance system. I think that's something that's completely understandable to add, that doesn't make them lose too much money, but gains them massive respect from the fan base. Because there are so many people that just go on insane 50-50 loss streaks, and it never gets better. Like, it really does exist. I'm on like 7 losses, almost all hard pity back to back. Yeah. That's me, made a new account and lost all 350-50s. Yeah, there you go. It's like my main won once out of 9 times. Jesus. Genshin weapon banner is still a scam. Agreed. That shit blows. Yeah, HSR needs it too. Like I'm really hoping now that like we're upcoming on the third Annie for HSR, they start actually tweaking something about the limited banners. Like I just want guaranteed weapons, dude. I really want guaranteed weapons. I don't think that would even be a massive hit for them. Right. The reason I believe that is because like in the first place 75% of people win their Lycone. You know what I'm saying? So you only have 25% of people who might spend money to go further on the Lycone banner. And in the first place, most people spend pulls and money on the character banner over the Lycone one. So I feel like turning it guaranteed, even though they'd obviously lose some money from it, like so many more people would pull on the Lycone banner and like do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Gabby, you're using this as an agenda so you can pull S5 Phanon for cheaper. Yeah, what about it? Okay? What about it? What are you going to do about it? Nothing. That's right. Who cares if I'm agenda pushing? Everybody benefits from it. Yup. Lots of Lycones, especially support ones, are dookie anyway, so yeah, exactly. I don't know why they do that, to be honest. Like, why are support Lycones and HSR so, like, ass? Well, actually, support Harmony Lycones and maybe Nihility ones because they got some solid alternatives. But when it comes to, like, these new pass supports, the alternatives aren't the best. They aren't, like, as good. How strong is E1 Archer? I'm going to be completely honest. Even though E1 Archer is nice, I don't think you really like I wouldn't even waste a limited pull on Archer's E1 anymore. It's just more important to have Sparkle. Like the guy can already consistently do like 4 to 5 arrows almost every single turn now, which lessens the value of his E1 giving him another arrow. He isn't useless Bronte, but like yeah, it's pretty underwhelming for like his vertical investment is weaker now. Do you think it's over for Sunday? No. I think Sunday will, similar to Sparkle, either end up getting an SP or he'll be buffed massively at some point too. I think it's really obvious. Like this isn't even like a, I hope this happens thing because whether or not Sunday gets buffed or not, like it doesn't make any difference for me really. Right? But he is such like an important like story character and he continues being with us. He's like part of the Astral Express at this point. I just don't think he's going anywhere. So I think they will give him special treatment. Like for example, you'll notice this trend, right? Where the buffed characters, like the ones HSR buffs, they make sure that the support aligns with the meta that is upcoming. So, for example, Sparksy, if it weren't for her being so skill point hungry and them making her around that, they probably wouldn't have buff Sparkle. They just do this shit. Like when it came to the Hyacine being released and buffing all the HP scalers, oh, guess what? Let's buff all these fucking HP scalers. Right? Let's buff Kafka now that we have a Doc character coming. So, this makes me believe if Sunday were to get buffed, it would be when we go back to an energy meta. That's probably, or for like an energy character. That's when they'd buff Sunday.
Let's not linger.
I don't think we're getting the Firefly buff anytime soon. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird that the buff just disappeared. JJK spoilers in the Woo streamer chat? Yeah. It doesn't matter for me because I'm fully caught up on the manga. I hope it didn't ruin it for anyone else though. What do you think about current 4 stars getting buffed? Never gonna happen. There's no point in even thinking about it. I read Chap 1 of Mojo Loan did not continue. Your loss, Bronte. Your loss.
Let's not linger.
Mm. Oh shit. It's 5. Um. Hmm. I think. Yeah. I think this is a good time to get off. It's 5 p.m. for me. Alright, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed me riding around on a bike with QU on for like nearly 2 hours, I think. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Goon